Okay, today we are in Kampala and we are at Nayab Cafe opposite Makerere University, and we want to tour Kampala together with you. So let's see, has Kampala really grown? Is it changing? Look at the skyline. That's just a brief part of the skyline when we are facing the side of Nakasero from Makerere side. Looks like there's some change. There's a big change going on. But exactly which places are changing? And to what speed? Because when it means development, there has to be speed in the equation. But before that, let's trek the tarmac road to the city right about now. When you look at the tarmac, you just know there's a lot of work to be done. That is how our roads look. Apparently, our roads are not black like other countries do. There's a lot of dust. I think it's because of the red soil. No, Uganda is full of red soil. Other countries like Tanzania and I think Kenya, they do have like kind of sandy soil, which is not red in color. But for us, we have typical red soil. And when it means dust, it will crowd everywhere. It will fill every shop. It will fill every passage inside your vehicle, inside your motorcycle. Even if you're walking, you'll be smoking it. But that's Kampala for you. Apparently, anyways, this is like the outskirts of Kampala. And we're just trying to ride around to see if there has been change. But you, what do you see? Some of the roads are under construction, like this one is still under construction. Okay, almost completely done, I can say so. Because our roads in Kampala, while it has reached this level, it means the construction is done. So the only thing remaining is putting the pavements, if there are going to be any. This side is not fully done. Yeah, very complicated though. The most annoying thing is that, okay, the roads are quite wide. There is space for it. But by the time it reaches construction time, so many people are looking for compensations and stuff like that. This road you see here, this is the, I think, Chebando Road. This road was bad. And there were very beautiful buildings in here, even without the road was put in place. But now, it has been worked on. Only that it has no road markings. The road is flowing well. I think they have put some good concrete under in here. So also what I noticed is that these roads were supposed to be, they're not supposed to be commercial roads. They're supposed to be just feeder roads of the residences. This is part of Entebbe Road around Kajansi, I guess. This one moves well. This is not expressway though. And it's clean. The most annoying thing is that these roads are few parts or few distances are covered with morning morning cleaning, while the others are not really catered for. So nobody cares. They only care for where international eyes look. No. So here we are still continuing with Chebando. There are lots of apartments here. People these days love renting in apartments. I'm told they are quite safe. Like thieves usually don't attack them that much. You can stay out of the country for months and you still find your property intact. Construction going on. They're trying really everywhere. The speed is what matters. The speed at which they're doing these constructions really lag a little. And now you see that the road is wide like this. They will reduce it just into the middle, equivalent to 2 meters per side. I wish they had like kind of maintained the way it is. It would be like 3 meters per side. There's a lot of dust. I was just smoking dust. Though I had a mask. So if you compare Kampala and our neighbors, how are we doing? Are we above them? Are we better than them in roads? So these roads really drive us directly to the residences. Like this is now I forget the name of this is from Kisasi side, and this is typically like the residential area. This is how the residences of Kampala of Uganda look. People, there are no many skyscrapers in terms of residential areas. People just construct like four floors should be enough. I don't know if that is the municipal planning that every residential house in a particular area should not be um, above um, four floors. Usually, the maximum I see is usually seven. Seven is like the maximum. If you count this one, it's also like about seven. We don't do basements. We just start from ground because our soil is hard. So there's not, it doesn't really matter if you don't do a basement. Our soil is the strongest soil. You can just start from the ground floor. Only that dust makes these houses look old quick because most of the roads, there could be very pretty buildings in the area, but the roads. Now this is the rich side of Ntinda. Now this side, this guy is the roads on the other side. Like the left is the richer side. Then the right is for the rich, and the left is kind of like in the commercial. So these roads, these sides are quite work on, and there is minimal dust. This side we are in Makerere. Is it Makerere Kavule? Yeah, something like that. But on the hill, is Makerere side is full of trees. That is where the university is. Makerere University. If you've never been to Makerere University, that's the entrance to Makerere University. And heading towards that side will take you to Mulago, the areas of Ntinda, Kisasi, which one again? Kisasi, then you have where? I'm even forgetting the names of those places. Nalia, yes, Nalia. That side takes you to Nalia as well. In fact, that part I'm zooming is of Mulago Hospital. Who put masts on top of people's buildings? The radiation. So this is Ntinda. Ntinda has really grown. Isabella um, area of hanging out. It has a steam massage. It has a bar, a lounge. Then Hotel Eliana is somewhere there. There's a bunch of new constructions that have come in this place. I don't know where these guys get the money from. But if I look at it, I see like there's some great improvement in form of infrastructure development of Kampala. All this is called Kampala, but it's very far away from the main city. Hmm. The rich are here. If you're looking for the rich lads, they live here. This is Bukoto Hill. Those ones that know, that's Bukoto Hill, where NBS is located. Those guys are rich up there. You don't joke around with them. So their roads are worked on. Like you don't get dust that much. But of course, these are earlier zones that had already developed. So it's just a little bit of patch, like doing patches in there on the road, and things will be fine. An apartment there goes for not an yeah, like if you're going to rent a B&B, it goes for $300 per night. Mm. That area is where Skies is. Skies, I think I'll show you somewhere. I passed by Skies. Look, I was just driving around though, so I want you to see areas that look good. But I wasn't selective. I was just passing anywhere I find, whether dusty road or good road. I haven't been to the capital city though, but this is what we see if you move around. This is the Ntinda side going towards the Ntinda Kampala road. It's not a highway. Yeah, the roads look clean. They just need maintenance, cleaning, emptying the drainage, because our drainage here is full of trash, like rubbish. People throw bottles, they don't care. So it goes up like filling the trenches. So this is Ntinda Nakawa Road. This is the most worked on road. It's beautiful. I think it's the best roads I can say. If somebody has any other better road, let me know. But this one, good, plus the development in there. Like the class of Ntinda has really surpassed so many places. So it's like in the first class of areas somebody would want to live in, because it has the minister's village along that side on the left hand side. Yeah, shopping malls. There are so many amenities. So if you head going down, you'd go to Nakawa. But I just did a turn and I wanted to get some small money for my additional day service from Centenary Bank. Hmm. So even when you work in this area, you feel like, hey, oh, that's the Skies I was telling you guys about. The Skies Hotel. I drove through that place. I said, wow, some people live in heaven. People live in heaven. That's the Skies Hotel. There's a rooftop. The only challenge with this place, Kampala, it's not easy to fly a drone. You're arrested anytime. But one of these days, I'll risk and do um, I'll do drone shots. But I like these inner roads. They're pretty clean, very clean. But still, you see, there's a trash can there, but people will still throw away anything they have in their hands. In fact, I had to stop somebody to pick his trash, but he didn't. I told him, man, why are you throwing everything in the middle of the road? He just looked at me, didn't say anything, and continued to drive. He didn't even care like he did anything wrong. But I was wondering, I wish there could be a dictator like how Kagame does and says there will be no plastic in this country. Anything related to plastic won't be available. I remember one time I passed through Rwanda. Man, even in the aircraft, they will tell you, please leave your polythene inside here if you're gonna get out. Don't go with anything plastic. At least that in the aircraft, but don't that in the country. I am pretty sure there's a rule, there's a law they gave them not to play about. So if you play about, they can cancel your license. So this part I am showing you, I was towards the skies, on top of the sky, not on top of the skies, but just in front of skies, facing down. So I guess that is part of Naguru Hill. Naguru Hill is also one of the oldest hills that has developed way before other hills came in place. I think it must have been the third hill as per Kampala hill growth. So it is already developed. It looks like parklands in Kenya or Westland, no, somehow Westlands, not that really, but almost there. But parklands, yes, and South Sea probably. And also where, yeah, it's developed as well. It's very much developed. But as I said, that each country have the way they do their things. We also prefer probably in that setting as opposed to how other countries do theirs. So kudos to the ones that are trying, but we have the problem with the roads. The central government or the local government or municipal council should look into road construction because roads are the epitome of development. It's the first line of development that everybody sees. If they find that the road infrastructure is already in place, they won't fear buying a plot of land or even renting into an area. So that's what I think we should focus on, like so fast or very, very keenly. Because if we really don't look into that, I don't see us like growing real quick. Like now there are new suburbs that have come in, let's say Chanja, Chira, Bulindo, Mulawa, those sides. You find there's a lot of good houses in there, but the roads are totally plunged. Like they are dented everywhere. But if that was taken into consideration, you'll find that it's very easy for an investor to come and put in something. Because these days, like if you do an investment, or okay, let's say you do a very tall skyscraper like the one I'm showing you right now, and you put it somewhere in Chanja, there'll be a lot of dust that will just fill it within few months. And then again, you have to do touch-ups, you have to do renovations, and that's what investors do not want. But if all the roads are constructed real good, because I know municipality can even manage that real quick. Anyway, leave alone that, it's up to them. Here we are in this is Nakasero, yes. Nakasero is one of the main hills that we have in Kampala. That's where State House is as well. Is it State House Annex? Because the main State House is in Entebbe. The tallest building there you see is Aya building. And this one on the right is NSSF. I don't know others. I just keep gambling. So if you look at this view, it tells you that Kampala is really grown. Like it has all the infrastructure necessary for a developed country. Only that we've not been taking a lot of these aerial views for people to see that there is development in certain parts of the country. It may not be of the city. It may not be everywhere, because other parts are still intertwined with the local dwellers. Like, let's say, people who live in Chisalo Salo zone. Like, for example, if we compare to people that live in Kamocha, you find that the buildings down there are still not as good as this should have been. But the whole country cannot, the whole urban metropolitan city cannot develop at once. They have to develop in phases. Even these places, like you can still see the hill there, there are still other places that are not developed. They will need to be developed later. So I can substantially say that there is massive development coming on, though I think we cannot yet beat our neighbor, Kenya, but we are almost there. I know there are certain things we beat them over, and there are certain things they beat us over. So it depends on the priority of the government in place. Like now, the government in Kenya is doing what they call affordable housing. We've never had any affordable housing anywhere in Uganda, not even one. Probably that is not the priority. Probably the priority is upcountry roads. Probably the priority is, maybe the oil. I don't know. I just leave it at that. But in short, things are coming on. And we give thanks to God that we are able to reach this far. We have a lot of challenges in this country, and all of you know, all of you understand that maybe some people even put in their infrastructure with one heart. Coming up in our next video, we will be in Nairobi. We will be in Kenya. And as you see, the Uganda tallest buildings are here trying to spotlight. We will also be visiting Nairobi and showing you how they are spotlighting. Our request to you is that you come back and we watch our videos, watch our posts, click on your notification bell, subscribe if this kind of content helps you kill time or helps you to see how our East African neighbors are doing. When you subscribe, we really appreciate, and I want to thank you in advance as you go ahead and subscribe and check on your notification bell so that if we post anything new, you should be amongst the people who should be able to be notified. Put any comment below. Let me know which other places you want me to visit within the country you are in, East Africa, or which village, which urban area within the CBD that you want me to visit, and I'll be glad to do that. If there's anything else you want to talk about, just drop your comments below. Really appreciate, and thank you so much for taking time to watch. In our next video, we will be in Kenya and we'll be showcasing what they got. Thank you and goodbye for now. Bye-bye.